Things to say, except St. John's did a good job on us tonight, and we certainly did not step up to the task at all.
All right. Questions for Coach, please. Doug?
Hey, Coach. I mean, you guys are obviously different than we were last year, but the tempo seemed to be more to their liking early on, and you guys think you still.
Yeah, you know, and that was obviously their game plan was to double and triple tay and control the tempo and really help on, help off the ball side and like prove that we can shoot from the outside, which we shot terrible. But we worked all week on how they were going to be sagging and playing us. But the tip we didn't start with our tempo, so that's been a little bit of a problem with with the point guards and the guards understanding how to play. You can see one thing on Manuku subbed in their sit-ups, all of a sudden they're running the lanes and they're pushing. But we just had a little bit of not a little bit, but a pretty big misunderstanding of what the guards' responsibility are in the offense. And we're just, as soon as the game starts, a little bit of gun shy and lights on and, a little bit deers in the headlight. And we're not, first tip, we're not running the tempo. So you can't say that we were tired right from the start. Both teams were awfully sluggish from a week off, but there's a little bit of brutal performance here to be sitting here. But you know what? It's my team, and we'll be better when it counts. I can promise you we'll be better. Been down this road before, but we'll be better.
Coach, 26 turnovers, how does that number go down?
Yeah, sloppy ones too, like just really defeatist attitude type turnovers from some of my freshmen. We're not going to be very good if Asia Jackson's not going to play, when times are hard. So she really killed us tonight when a freshman just not, this is not the up and down. This is not the down part of what Asia can do, and so it's just something that we have to go back to the drawing board. But a lot of just really foolish, as you saw, brutal, turnovers that just embarrassed to be a part of that because that's not our style at all. So. Just a lot of work that we have to do on a schedule that's not going to allow it. We got St. Joe's who just beat Maryland tonight in our next game, and we're going to have to get better quick.
And Coach, 29 points allowed off turnovers. What do you do with the transition D this week?
Yeah, and again, a lot of that was runouts. Of just a little bit of I can't handle a little bit of a defeatist attitude again. We had the same second half as we did with Texas. We were up 34-30, and then with the same deficit margin, we're down. 43 or 42 to 31 at half, and then we had the same second half we've had in all first three games. I think it was 30 to 16. Again, not a lot of leadership on the floor, but all the ownership goes back to me and what we need to be doing, to make ourselves better. But it's really hard when even your seniors are not, giving a lot of leadership on the floor as well, and not getting Shantae the ball. You guys saw the day she was open all day long, and we have such an inexperienced, backcourt. It's just no excuse, though. No excuse.
What positives are you taking away?
Some certain people that I know that have been giving me great times in practice deserve to be on the floor. Sydney Epps is one person. It doesn't matter if she can't shoot it as well as the next. She needs to be on the floor. On Manuku, as you see, that she needs to be on the floor. We need to do a better job of getting Shantae the ball. We worked on it all week. Isolations for her all week, and we don't do it when we step out here. Annie Payton, first time she's played this year any minutes, but I can't keep saying that. I can't. These people have to step up and help us in their role and do what they can do, and didn't show any of that tonight.
One last question.
Krista, you obviously were with them last week down in Florida.
Right.
How much does that hurt you guys in the sense that they saw you live for 2 games versus like?
No, they played very similar of how we, it's just, I don't really think it has anything to do with it. I think that they, we got to a point, it's 38-31, end of the first half. How about that? 40 seconds, and we're just, it's really, those kind of things are very bad. The offense of trying to run off tempo offense and then having time and situation with it's tough. The coaching part in practice is, I have a friend I'm staying with that works with New York Life. He trains thousands of people, and teaching these kids over, and I don't mind, I was a teacher, but the repeating, the constant lack of retention. We're all in the same boat, and here's my job. I got to figure out a way to get through to them. Either that's going to be beyond brutalness of physicalities of practice, or just playing folks that are actually listening. It's a tough animal. It's a tough animal dealing with people that the retention is about the size of a gnat. And it's all of the, we're sitting here living with it, whether you're working in the corporation or whether you're dealing with kids on the court. So this is my job to figure it out, and it's brutal. And you can't assume they're not just going to get it. We're not going to just get better, obviously, playing like that. I mean, you know, we're not going to get better. This is not the way that we have to play. You keep doing the same thing, and you're going to get you think you're going to get any kind of different, you know, result to it. It's ridiculous. So we will play better, and we'll play better with the right people on the floor, and those people will play that are going to do what I ask them to do. So that's just the way we'll head as we move forward. So, and that's my job to do that. So just had to get through tonight, and then we need to go back to the drawing board for a week.